To style a tooltip, first select the marker on which the tooltip has been added, and then select Actions from the application main navigation. This will bring up the marker action controls in the right panel. Then click on Settings under the option Display Tooltip. This will open up the Tooltip Settings window. We can set the font size, text color, and alignment. By default, the auto width is unchecked, and the text width has been set as 200. This means that the width of the tooltip is 200 pixels and word wrap is applied. Let's see that in action. When auto width is unchecked, our tooltip's width is set to 200 even though we have written just 2 words in it. Now let's see what happens when we check auto width. Now the width is defined by the amount of text within your tooltip. Let's move on to the next section. We can set the fill color, which is the background color of your tooltip, its opacity, that is the transparency, and then the left, right, top and bottom padding values. Next, we have the outline thickness, color and opacity. Let's check this out. We can see that the pink outline runs all around the tooltip. If we go back to the settings, and check the option Make Outline Visible Only on Tail Side, and view it, we can see how this gives our tooltip a completely new style. Back to the other settings. Then we have the corner edge, which can either be rounded or straight. The round option gives the rounded corners to our tooltip, and we can define the value for this here. You can also define which all corners are actually rounded: top left, top right, bottom left, or bottom right. If you don't want this setting to be applied, either set this value to 0 or uncheck all these options here. Next, we move on to the tail position, and the options are bottom, top, left, and right. And within all these options, we have further 3 options under tail placement. So our tooltip's tail position is bottom, and we can place it either in the center, left, or right. Let's check this out. The tail is now at the bottom left position. The next setting is for the tail shape, then the tail width and height, and tail offset. Let's change the tail offset value and review what this does. I'll set the value to 20, and you can see how the shape of the tooltip's tail changes. You can also apply filters to these tooltips: drop shadow, bevel, and glow. Then we have the offset, which defines the distance from the center of the marker to the tip of the tooltip's tail. Let's lower this value to 10 and review. There is one very important point to be considered here. Always make sure that the tail of the tooltip should never overlap the marker. Why? Because it messes the rollover actions on the marker. Let's see how. When the tooltip comes in between the mouse pointer and the marker, the rollout action is called and the entire animation is affected. So that was everything about styling a tooltip.